I'm not late, shut up. I'm not. Oh god, it's my own audio. Why is my own audio playing? Where is it coming from? Shut up, me. No one wants to hear you speak. Hey guys. Oh god, the music was probably doubling as well. I am here. Hey Rifa, how you going? Hood up or down? That's, I actually don't know. Where's vtuber? Actually, you know what? It'll be a surprise for me as well. I was a minute late, don't worry about it. Yeah, well, yeah, this week was a bit traumatic. Let me tweet out that I'm live like a good streamer. I'm professional. You forgot you were waiting? I forgot I was streaming. I actually just got my goddamn short done on time. I haven't put it up on TikTok yet, but let's be honest, who really gives a shit about TikTok? Who really cares? Let me just... do that. I'm not late either. Chat has unrealistic expectations of me. If I turn up with, like, even if I say I'm streaming at 4, right? If I turn up at 4, but it's like 30 seconds past, chat's like, oh, he's late again. If you turned up to school and the clock was on the right hour, but it was like 30 seconds past and your teacher marked you as late, you would probably throw a pencil at their eye, right? Let me go to my chatting screen. Oh god, this chat's not up. Oh, wait. Hang on, chat. We're fine. We're fine. It's definitely not scuffed. I definitely didn't forget to put my goddamn chat in here. There we go. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Get my late note like a good boy. You... Of course you... I mean, getting a late note is just an excuse to be more late. Whenever the teacher was like, go and get a late note from the office, you're like, sweet, another 15 minutes to dick around on my way there. Anyway, here we are. Let me just put my... this like this. Are you ready to be sad? Are we ready to be sad today, chat? I'm ready to be sad. This week fucking sucked. So did last week. But at least last week I got to talk about the AN girls. Now I'm just crying. Nah, it's not true. A few good things happened this week, but they were kind of overshadowed. There was a few good stuff. Also, yeah, the short just went up. I'm sorry, I was a little bit late in getting it up. It's the fucking... sometimes it takes a weirdly differing amount of time because I have to look shit up. And sometimes it takes longer to find all the information, but it's there. Be back in a bit. Alright, be safe on your way home, Venom. Don't get jumped. Or if you do, I don't know, I don't know. What do you do if you get jumped? You just run away? I feel like you could run. I don't know why we're starting this. My streams generally start off pretty weird because I'm doing shit on my other monitors to get ready for stream, and so I'm just kind of making conversation. I just say whatever the fuck comes to mind. Hey Gup, how you going? I forgot to say hi to everyone. Oh no. Hey Yuki. Slider, how you going? You're literally on your way from the doctor? Oh, so you don't have any money on you, so it's fine. Yo, Microwave, thank you for the
releasing the short 60 seconds before stream is a Chad move.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if you're not sat waiting on the stream, you don't deserve to watch a short. Hey Rivets, hey Aziz. But yeah, I mean, if you're on the way home from the doctor, it's not like you got anything on you to steal, so you're probably fine. Let me get my activity feed up. Hey Jonathan, hey Map. Right, so. You got a puppy? Amazing. Oh, so Galaglass. Is that... weren't there a bunch of, like, Gallic... wasn't it like a Gallic mercenary group, the Galaglass? I remember reading about them. They're fucking cool as shit. Puppies are pog. Maybe one day I'll show you guys a picture of my dogs. I'm just kind of terrified someone will, like, reverse image search it, because people on the internet are strange. But I have 2 dogs as well. They're great. One day I will leak them. You keep being late? It's alright, sure, don't worry about it. North Scarlet Mercs in Ireland, Scotland? Yeah, I thought that. I knew that. I heard about them before. Did you fix your PC issues, by the way? I saw you tried twitching and nuked yourself. Yeah, I did. So, the Twitch stream basically was... I ordered some new RAM off Amazon, and one of the sticks was dead, so my PC just kind of crumbled around me slowly. It made for an entertaining, like, 20 minutes, if nothing else. Also, yeah, Rifu, now you're better known by my chat than I am. I'm so sad. I'm not. I'm glad you guys' debuts went well, by the way. And I'm glad you got monetized so quickly. I've tuned into a few streams. I tend to lurk more than I chat, though, because I tend to be working and stuff. I'm the OG. Nah, I mean, the Scottish VTuber niche is big enough for the two of us, it's fine. And I don't do ASMR, so you got that on lockdown. Why am I floating in space? Ixie, thank you for... Oh my god, Ixie. I think Ixie is the first 6 months member. Maybe. I'm not sure, actually. I have to check. But, I'm always floating in space. This is my home.
News this week, girl_DM_ was able to release a song cover without getting jumped by the Twitter freaks.
Oh god, are we already starting with the Twitter bullshit again? Yeah. There was a lot of Twitter bullshit this week. What was I doing? I was going to upload my TikTok and... Okay, chat, what tags do I use? I'm tempted to let you guys just decide and then it would be a fucking chaotic thing, but hang on, let me... Fuck it, actually, I'll upload the TikTok after stream. I can't be bothered going through the tags and shit. Let's just minimize that. So... what do we want to start with? I know I've decided from now on I'll probably start with the three title things so that people that are... I don't want to clickbait people. And I don't want people having to sit through 30 minutes of me rambling before they get to the shit they want. So there's a few things that happened. But the link my TikTok... I mean, my TikTok is just my shorts. If you're already on my YouTube, you don't care about my TikTok. It's literally my shorts tab.
I managed to get called subhuman a dozen times this week by angry tuber fans.
Yep.
God, I love Twitter
Sloth,
sometimes.
You said it a few times in chat. I did see it. Thank you for the super chat, though. Yeah, look, this week's probably going to be a bit heated. People are very angry about things. Prism did celebrate its 2nd anniversary. That's good. There are some good things. We shall start maybe. Let's get the Pikamee thing out of the way, shall we? Let me just do that. So yeah, if you're not, I assume most of you know, right? I assume most people are familiar with what happened, but basically Pikamee, if you're not familiar, is part of VOMS, who they're a sort of VTubing agency. They have a very distinct style to their models. Let me see if I can bring up quick little tab for you guys with Pikamee in it, so you can maybe see what she's like. Yeah, here we go. Look, I'm going to try and keep things civil. I'd appreciate if you guys kept things civil as well. We're all friends here. We don't have to shout at each other, right? We're fine. Don't have to be angry. So, let me just open up her stream. Not her stream, her graduation sort of announcement. There we go. So, this is Pikamee. You've probably seen her before, at least in clips or TikToks or shorts. Or I assume most people are familiar. I assume you guys can read it, although I don't know how small the text is. Anyway, basically what she said is, she said thanks to her fans. I mean, the stream's titled, or the video's titled Arigato, which is weeb for Japanese. No, it's weeb for thank you. I got my words mixed up. I'm having a stroke. Basically, she knows she's going to graduate March 31st. Now, when this happened, I actually saw the tweet. I didn't see I didn't see her thing, so I thought she was just like straight up, you know, getting Thanos snapped. But she, hey Mikey, she is graduating in about, well, it's a little under a month's time at this point. And now, normally this would be sad, but you know, if someone's peacefully, you know, leaving a corporation of their own accord, normally it's like a, oh, that sucks, but you know, we wish you the best. But in this case, shit got wild, mainly because, sorry, I'm rubbing my eye. My left eye's a bit itchy today. If you're not familiar, if you weren't there, if you don't know, Pikamee essentially went on a hiatus, right? She went on like a small, she went on a small break. I think the initial tweet was, I think the actual tweet was deleted. So if we go past before the announcement, so February 10th, she retweeted this, but she was pretty much like radio silent for a month, right? She was on break, and then she came back, to play Hogwarts Legacy. That was her first stream back, and so she obviously got quite a lot of shit in the Twitter. It was a sad story all around. She got a lot of shit in the Twitter replies and whatnot for playing it, or for saying she was playing it. She never actually played it, by the way. That there was an article written. I saw it on False's video. Someone wrote an article about it, but like it was as if you had to like roll a dice on every piece of information for whether you got it right or not. That's what they did. It was all fucking factually incorrect. She never played it. She never actually streamed it. But she was coming back. She said she was going to play the wizard game. She got a lot of like hate for it. She took the initial tweet down. She tweeted out saying, you know, I never wanted to hurt anyone or anything. And then went kind of radio silent again for a while. And then this went into, you know, this whole graduation announcement. Now, this obviously got a lot of people riled up in a situation that was already very heated because everyone was already angry at each other for the fucking Hogwarts shit. And I think, I mean, okay, so again, we've talked about the Hogwarts situation a bunch. I don't want to go over the same shit again. I don't want to, if you want to know my opinion on the Hogwarts situation, there's literally 2 VODs before this where I went in depth on it, right? Instead, in this situation, the main issue is that you have people that are Pikamee fans getting angry at the supposed people that were getting angry at Pikamee for playing the Hogwarts Legacy. And the issue in this situation is that 9 times out of 10, the people firing on both sides never hit the people they want to hit, right? So the people that are angry at the supposed, you know, harassers or whatever that cancelled Pikamee, however you want to phrase it, the people they're hitting weren't even a part of the situation. They're just like hitting normal fucking trans people. And the people that obviously are sad and angry about the Hogwarts Legacy situation hit Pikamee instead of the actual people at fault. So it was just kind of crossfire on both sides. But the sort of probably the worst thing to come at this situation, because for one thing I do want to clarify, Pikamee was probably already graduating. I think I saw. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. There's a clip of yeah, there was a clip of Pomu saying that she knew Pikamee was graduating, and there was a here we go. I think it was a Vom's rep. Yeah, Gary. There was a clip from Pomu as well, but this was Alex, thank you for the super chat, man.
It's been a while. Did you miss me?
I did miss you, Alex. Welcome back. Yeah. So I'm not going to play the whole thing, but he talks about I think he talks about some merch and stuff as well. But where is it? This is him just going over the thing as well. How it is planned. Yeah, so they knew that Pikamee was graduating. Let me been in discussion with Pikamee for quite a long while. So let me get a drink. I'll let this play. Yo, hey Hippo.
丸井さんとの打ち合わせの中でちょっとめちゃくちゃ申し訳ないんですけどっていう感じで、ちょっと一回お詫びの打ち合わせがありました。
So there was also a clip from Pomu. I'll see if I can find that.
I was worried. I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to join because I was like, I had a migraine like until right before.
Let me see. Again. Where is it? Here it is.
I guess, to say anything, I did know in advance
I'm trying
about
to
this,
live chat as well.
but, because
So,
she did
because
message me
basically the big thing that people were
a while
talking about was
ago,
that
before
the
she went on her break.
yeah, so oh, I mean, man, go eat Clippers, man. They always put the context in things. So yeah, as I showed you earlier, the break was during like February, right? And it wasn't until like early Feb, or I mean, it was late Feb that she came back to play Hogwarts Legacy. So this is before even that.
Said she was like, I wanted to tell you beforehand.
Did I say Sag IRL? Oh god.
You know, I felt
Oh no, that wasn't me.
I don't know, grateful, I guess, that she considered me in telling about it
Yeah, so
so early.
oh, Scott, thank you for the super chat, man.
Silvervale alluded to
Yeah,
knowing as well.
I saw that as well. So essentially, I think, hang on, I'll bring up my tweet about it. Because I got a lot of people in reply to my tweet saying that it was 100% because of the Hogwarts Legacy thing. I also fucked up in my original tweet because I said I didn't think we were getting a goodbye stream, mainly because, so, I saw the tweet first, and the tweet said she'd graduate on March 31st, but didn't say that she'd be streaming until then, so I kind of thought we were just not getting any streams, but we are, which is good. She's streaming the rest of this month. But I said, I doubted that it was entirely due to the Hogwarts situation, but it probably played a part, which is, I think, the big thing. Someone that's been streaming for this long, that's been doing this, you know, as long as she has, doesn't just end an entire career because of one fuck up. Well, it wasn't even a fuck up, because of one situation like this, right? She doesn't, this isn't a one-time thing. I think it might have been the straw that broke the camel's back. Maybe when she was coming back, she wanted to see if she could stick it out and wasn't 100% set on it. We'll never know. But there's a lot of people making out like, you know, the hate and the harassments and whatnot was the entire reason she graduated. So there's a lot, just to kind of cut that off, there's a lot of kind of insinuation that it was entirely due to that, which I don't think it was. I think she's probably, Pikamee has said before that she doesn't deal with like bullying very well. Like it's something that really bothers her. And so she's probably been wanting to graduate for a little while, and maybe this just made her push it forward or whatever. But it wasn't 100% due to the Hogwarts thing. I think that's a misconception. It's just, I wouldn't say it's unfortunate timing. I think the Hogwarts thing definitely played a part. When you come back from a break and the first thing that you try and do gets you a shit ton of hate, it's probably going to make you go, right, fuck it, I'm just dipping. But it wasn't 100% the reason. But I don't know. The issue was, right, so the issue with this whole situation, so this as a whole, it is shit that she got the harassment before. Let me not scroll through my Twitter, there's some weird shit on there. Is that unfortunately, because of the time she graduated, it sort of brought up this fucking I want this Hogwarts situation to die. We've been over it like a million times already. I'm so fucking sick of it. But the big, I guess, negative thing, because if going based on that Pikamee was going to graduate already, it's, you know, it doesn't feel as bad as if she'd been like driven off the platform or whatever. But the big issue is that a lot of people on the internet get very, very angry at everything and decide that the best way to take that out is to just target, like, not even the people that did the harassment, just random fucking people. So there was a lot of like, there's a huge amount of anti-trans sentiment going around on Twitter. Specifically, one of the things that I saw a lot of was the 41%, which, you know, if you don't know what the 41% is, it's basically it's the like transgender suicide statistic, I think, according to my knowledge. And a lot of people were basically, there's a lot of like fucking memes and tweets and whatnot being like, oh, it should be higher. Which, you know, I don't think I have to say it I don't think I should need to clarify, but if you ever fucking make a joke about that, or if you ever say it should be higher, or for whatever reason, I don't give a shit. Go fuck yourself. You're a piece of fucking shit. You're a piece of human fucking garbage. Like, there's not a joke, there's not a meme, that's not something you fucking, you know. It's actually fucking disgusting. Fuck off. Like, so that got played around a lot, and it's just, ugh, it's fucking, this whole situation pissed me off because ultimately the big impact of this game, more than the sales of the game, more than the spread of the game, more than J.K. Rowling, more than anything else, the big impact this has had just massive fucking anti-trans sentiment on the internet in general. And, you know, well, I was going to say in 4chan, but 4chan is fucking anti-everything. It doesn't matter what you are, 4chan fucking hates you. But, you know, just on Twitter in general, it sort of has dragged out of the fucking, you know, crypts they normally dwell in. The, just, people that, I think I said this on Discord when we were talking about it in I have a VTuber, I didn't know I had this by the way, but there's a VTuber news channel in my Discord, and then there's a VTuber news discussion channel where you can sort of talk about shit. I talk about it like there's a massive group of people that would prefer that everyone that is different from them is dead if it meant they didn't have to have difficult thoughts anymore. If they got to just turn their brain off and not think about things, they would literally be fine with everyone else dying. And it's just, ugh. It was a disgusting situation filled with disgusting people, and disgusting shit got said, and it was just, the problem is that shit keeps happening that keeps relighting this fucking fire, right? This fucking Hogwarts Legacy bullshit, which, if, like, I kind of wish people would just let it die. I know that's not like I know there's a whole thing of like, fight for what you believe in, but fuck, man, I kind of wish we just let the game die. And then we wouldn't have to keep dealing with this shit over and over again. Yeah, and then Pippa streamed the game, which was interesting. I don't know. I just kind of want this whole fucking situation to fuck off. Yeah, I know. We need like a reset button. We need to just like have a month where just good shit happens, because it's been wild recently. But yeah, so the big thing to me, and I said this on the I said this on my short. I mean, I uploaded my short like a minute before I went live, so I don't know if you guys saw it. But the worst thing for me is like Pikamee's graduating in a month, and I get the feeling that so much of this graduation, so much of this month has been, I don't want to say tainted, but kind of tainted by this shit, right? I would agree. I'm not 100% fond. I mean, people can stream what they want. Didn't Pippa's was a game stream hit 10k viewers? I don't know. I didn't see the peak viewership, and YouTube doesn't have any tools to track it. People can stream what they want. I don't really care. You can do what you want. You can stream what you want. Am I, you know, am I fond of people relighting the fire mid Pikamee's final month so that the conversation keeps going on and Pikamee's final month is, you know, tainted by this bullshit repeatedly? I'm not entirely fond of it. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't know, man. I think you hear it in my voice. I'm just fucking sick of this game and this bullshit discussion and the just horrible, inhumane shit that has spawned from it. I wish it would just die and we could move on. This entire situation has done nothing but fuck over people that have done nothing wrong. I am tired. I don't know. I don't mind covering drama. I've done it before. I don't mind it. I just hate it. I hate the fact that this game just hasn't gone away for like a month, you know? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say anything that, again, because the problem is I don't want to say anything that'll, you know, spark more drama, because that'd kind of defeat my fucking point. I mean, the game was never going to flop. I think the game would have done fine regardless, but I think if people just let it fly, it never would have, because right now I think it's the most streamed, most watched game on Twitch, which it would probably never have been if people had just left it, you know? But whatever. Again, I've made my points clear on Hogwarts before, if you've tuned into an earlier stream. I don't want to go over it all again. But is that everything? Is there anything else with the Pikamee situation? Do I have anything in my notepad? No. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that this is the last we have to talk about it, but I feel like every time we say that, some shit happens that drags it up from the dead. But I'm kind of hoping that this is the last time we talk about it. Just say fucked V-tweeters and move on as people are goofy. I don't know, man. I think I said this in the Discord as well. There is a really common thing on the internet. I've done it myself. Everyone's done it where shit like this happens and you go, oh, fuck Twitter, man. Twitter. God, I fucking hate Twitter. But like, you have to understand, Twitter isn't necessarily the issue here. It's the people on Twitter, right? There are real people behind every one of those stupid tweets you see. And there's a general, like, you don't see, the only thing that Twitter does is Twitter drags you out of your bubble more often than not, right? So you have a group of content creators and a group of, you know, platforms that you exist on, or subreddits, or fucking whatever, right? And that's your bubble. And you generally, within your bubble, see very consenting opinions. Oh no, I hate Twitter, but that's more because I'm not a fan of the people that run it. So you have this sort of internet bubble that you live in, and what Twitter does is that a lot of the time it drags you out of that by showing you shit from people outside that disagree with you. But the real issue is that, how do I phrase this? The real issue is that there's like, for example, the anti-trans shit that was going on. That's not Twitter's fault, right? It's not Twitter's fault that there's a bunch of people tweeting anti-trans memes and shit. There's a general, you know, societal issue in terms of there's a massive group of people that just hate transgender people, right? So you can blame Twitter, and Twitter is definitely a vehicle for hate, and it's definitely, you know, promotes spreading hatred to a certain extent because of the way the algorithm works, but it isn't the root cause, and sort of blaming Twitter, I think, washes the hands that are actually responsible, if that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, Twitter itself is a bubble. Everything you use is a bubble. This is a bubble. We're in a bubble right now. Hello, welcome to my bubble. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just so fucking sick. There was a doxing going around as well of streamers, and again, that is itself an issue. And you get, I don't know. It's just, I just fucking hate it. When I first talked about this issue, I was a lot more involved and a lot more, I talked a lot more. But at this point, I feel like I'm hitting points I've already hit before, and I'm just a broken record because it just keeps fucking coming up. But yeah. Do we want to dunk on Wactor? Would that make us feel better? I actually won't, because the situation with Wactor is fucked as well. Don't follow people that act like that, simple as. Sure, but then, is ignorance better? Does the problem go away just because you shut your eyes to it? Unity through Wactor hate. The one thing that unites us all. So, sorry. Oh fuck! Holy shit, my neck. One day my neck's just gonna fucking break. So let me just. So I'm gonna have to be careful about pulling up like Twitter threads for this one, because I don't want to like. So if you're not familiar, I'll just describe it really quick. Wactor, in case you're not familiar, is a quote-unquote VTuber agency. I hesitate to use the term because honestly, they've done nothing agency-like. And because of that, I don't necessarily want to show the tweet, because that would be me spreading dox information to you guys, even though a lot of you have probably already seen it. So I'm just gonna hold off. How about instead of showing you the tweet, I'll show you the re-debuted talent. So this is Meika in English. I should probably follow him.
Hey, what happened in tutoring last week?
A lot of bad shit. I have a short on it, weirdly enough. I do that a lot. So this is Meika. Whoa.
We can have some Wactor hate as a treat.
As a treat, yeah. If you're good chat, I'll treat you to some Wactor hatred. Only if you're good though. Naughty boys don't get to dunk on black companies, not in my stream. So if you're not familiar, this is Meika. She just debuted. This is the English sort of version of her tweets, which I look at because I'm a filthy monolingual dumbass. But she debuted, it was this week, I think. It was like, oh god, scrolling through Twitter Live is a terrible, terrible idea, Han. There you go, you can look at the pretty stars instead while I try and find the initial debut tweet. At this point, there's very little to say or do. The talents are fine, the company dragged their reputation. The talents aren't fine though, because the company is pursuing legal action. And they're kind of threatening future doxes and whatnot. Like it's definitely not fine. It's definitely not a resolved situation, you know? And the only thing we can really do is spread it so that more people know and that the company keeps getting dunked on. Especially because it seems to be rebranding and trying to like recruit new people and going through like a... Let me see. So yeah. This is Meika. She just debuted. And if you're not familiar, she made these tweets regarding the doxing, which I can't read, obviously. So instead, I will be using this amazing account who translates things for idiots like me. Careful, 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 careful. I didn't see anything in my first scroll through that would make YouTube mad at me. It's pretty chill. Let me see. So yeah, I guess the one good thing that we can do here is promote Meika. You should go check her out. Check her a sub. Even if it's just to fucking shit on Wactor. Glad you're trying to play it safe. Yeah, thanks, then. I'm a professional. If you scroll through them fast enough, YouTube can't bonk you. It's like a rule. They're like a T-Rex, but inverted. If you go fast enough, they can't see you. I keep doing this. I've done this, like, literally since the beginning, right? Where I'll scroll through my Twitter Live and then I'll be like, oh god, I shouldn't do this. And the next stream, I'll still do it. It's like, you'd think I'd learn. But yeah, I guess the best thing we can probably do is promote this. So essentially, Meika's the former... She hasn't really hidden what talent she was, so I don't know if the sort of the taboo, you know, like don't talk about past lives things applied when the talent themselves doesn't seem to hide it. But you know, if you're not familiar, right, Wactor is essentially a shithole of a company that doxed its former talents that left. We got, again, I've talked about this before. If you want the full like, if you want the full scope of the information, my first stream on Wactor covered it, and I also linked a false vid. But cliff notes: Wactor's a black company, right? A shit ton of their talents have graduated because of their shit company. One of said talents ended up getting doxed because Wactor published a... What would be the benefit? It's just evil. I've said that. It's malicious at this point. It's not even like... Okay, we'll get it. It's not even like the correct legal move. It's a dumb decision. It's literally just throwing shit at people for no reason. But essentially, Wactor has a contract that, you know, if you break the rules, you can get fined 50k. You can't stream as a VTuber within like a year of streaming for Wactor. They don't provide any sort of real assets for you. They don't provide any outfits. They don't do any of that shit. They just take 50% of your earnings and give you fuck all, right? So obviously that led to a lot of people graduating, and after they graduated being like, hey, this place is shit. Why is Booba is always trending? I'm not going to click on it because I don't want to get banned. It can only be Ingress for so long before it's malicious. Oh no, it's been malicious for a while. Like, Wactor has been a shithole for a solid few months now, at least to my knowledge, and probably longer. But so a lot of the talents came out and were like talking about it, and one person who applied for the agency They didn't get in, but they got to the interview stage where they got to see the contract. Hey Kenny, how you going? And after seeing the contract, they were like, fuck no. But they leaked the contract out to us so that we kind of got a vibe of what the contract was like. Did I did put it back on, okay. Yeah, that trending is definitely just for me. What can I say? I'm a man of the booba. So then this is Meika, who's... Okay, let me catch up. Wactor essentially did the same thing they did to another talent, which is they leaked not only their location, their general location, like the country and like their general area code, I think it was, but also their full legal name. And the shittiest thing to me, right, was they didn't just tweet about it on their own Twitter, which is already shit enough, right? Yeah, their SNN as well. They didn't just tweet about it on their channel, which would already be dog shit. They took the talent's channel and made it the pinned tweet there, which was this legal document basically, you know, saying that they broke the contract, are threatening legal action. And then they posted a video onto her channel with the entire video was just a screenshot of that legal document, and then well, it's not really a legal document, it's literally just a white document, but it looks official. And then they put it in the description. YouTube guidelines for ones that actually worked out, right? And they took it down, and it got taken down for violating. Yo, Domo, thank you for the 5 gifted members. Holy shit. I think are we gonna get? Did I fix this? Are we gonna get 5 in a row again? I hope not. That used to be a problem. I used to get 5 Numis in a row. But yeah, Domo, thanks you for the gifted members, man. But where was I? I was in the middle of something. Yeah, so they released that information. But the thing that was shitty to me, right? So again, oh no, we're getting 5 bones of our sword today, chat. Enjoy. The thing that was shitty to me was that after the video got removed, YouTube took down the video because it got reported for breaking guidelines about harassment and bullying or something like that, right? They then hijacked the fucking... Yes, I know, I'm the bone of my sword. They hijacked the fucking... You know how streamers have like a waiting room? Where so they'll sort of schedule I don't know how to fix it so that it doesn't play 5 times in a row. It's better now than it was when I had Numi, because I got 5 Hyper number sweeties in a row. I do need to fix my alerts so that it's VTubers. I was gonna do that a while ago. I'm still collecting. Yo, Alex, thank you for the super chat. I was collecting different clips. Again. But so the chat waiting room, they edited the description of it so that it's also the docs, so that because the video got taken down, so they hijacked the fucking account and the waiting room to put it in there, which is just like, to me, is like another level of like shittiness, right? Because doxing them in the first place is fucking terrible, terrible behavior. It's a dog shit thing to do. But then to go to the extent that you hijack their Twitter to post it, you then post a video of it on their YouTube channel, and you post it in the description of their waiting room, like, that's malicious. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're not even going out of your way to like pursue legal action. You're literally just trying to dox people.
Sweetie, how was your day?
Thank you, Tao. Doesn't quite sound like Numi. It's genuinely just being a piece of shit. It's just being a terrible fucking person. There's no like, and that's the thing that got me about the situation. Doxing them publicly isn't even like the legal move, because I've heard, I think it was Mexico was the country of origin. I've heard that in that country, leaking, that sort of information about someone is actually a criminal offense. You're not allowed to do it. You're not allowed to leak like shit like that to the public. Yo, Venom, thank you for the 3 months. So in attempting to, I don't know, get the edge. I don't know what their fucking idea was. They've probably fucked over their own legal case, because I can't imagine any court is going to look at this and go, you publicly doxed for like your previous talents. Yeah, I'm sure you're in the right here. But let me just see. That's the Meika tweets about it. And again, I don't want to pull up the actual Wactor tweet because I don't want to leak docs information. Also, actually, I do want to test something with you guys really quick. Although I can't actually access the Wactor site. Yeah, Wactor is a black company for sure. So there's a Wactor site that's basically got like, it's like wactor.tech. I want to drop the link in chat just to see if you guys can access it, because I can't fucking access it anymore. It's in their tweet. Let me see. Okay. So essentially Wactor has like, I don't know if it's their own website or what, where they post the updates. Okay, yeah, Venom. I'm gonna just I'll DM it to Venom and I'll see if Venom can access it. Because I can't get into the website to see what it said. So, which normally I would do to kind of prove what I'm talking about rather than just being like, hey, trust me, bro. But we might just have to be a trust me, bro. Venom, I'm chucking you the DM right now. If you click on the link in that tweet, and see if you can get in. But essentially, one of the tweets they said, not one of the tweets, one of the it's not loading for you. Yeah, I don't know if the site's been taken down. I don't know what happened, but I can't get into it. But essentially, one of the posts they said, we're going to be pursuing legal action against 4 of our previous talents. One of them is Meika, who was a previous Wactor talent. The other 3 also spoke up about the shit that was going on, and basically Wactor came out saying, due to like slandering our reputation and promoting false information, we're pursuing legal action, which to me was the fucking wildest thing, right? Because essentially all the talents tweeted out like, oh hey, Wactor sucks, they doxed one of our former members, and then in response to that, they doxed another member. So they were basically like, hey, these people slandered us by saying we doxed someone, so we doxed them. And it's like, homie, what the fuck are you doing? What is your game plan here, fuckboy? And it's so essentially, and they made a tweet. Not only were they like, we're pursuing legal action against these talents that broke their contract and slandered our name or whatever, but they also said we are pursuing action against aspiring, or it was like applicants to our agency who leaked information and any who helped them. So basically that was if you were there for the, I don't want to link it just, I don't think it's working, but I don't want to link it just because it does lead to doxed information and I don't ever want to be like a doxer, yeah, so I don't know if Wactor took it down or if someone else took their website down. I can't imagine it'd be very hard for one very angry, anime fan on the internet to take down a website. But the thing to me, so again, if you want the full score, if you want the full story, in the initial VOD I talked about it, but one of the tweets we looked at, yo Salty, thank you for the super chat, man.
You want to know the worst part? The S community has found even more stuff and is continuing to find more stuff.
Yeah.
Some of it will almost certainly reach ENIS next week.
Yeah, well that's the thing for like Spanish or ES VTuber news, is that we're living in a bit of a delay in the English sphere because obviously it's a translation thing, but also just because the sort of communities are a bit distant from each other, so it takes a while for it to sort of spring over. But so going back to what I was talking about, in the initial situation, we looked up a person who applied for Wactor. Thank you for the DM to the Wayback Machine. Let me go look at it actually. Hang on, let me open it in another tab. So one of the people we looked at applied to Wactor and got to look at the contract in the interview stage and then refused because it was dog shit. And they're apparently coming after them, which also I just don't like. They didn't say in a contract. They're aware of that. That was the whole point, right? Why do some of the super chats not show up in live chat? They should. I see all the super chats. I think they should pop up behind me as well. Like Salty's just did, I'm pretty sure, and I see them all. I'm not sure. It might just be you, man. Oh yeah, the Wayback Machine does work, kind of. But yeah, I don't think you can pursue legal action against someone who didn't sign a fucking contract with you. I think that's kind of the point of signing a contract. I don't know if you're going to go for like the slander route, where you try and pursue someone for slander when they didn't even really do anything, because Japanese law is fucking weird. But, oh yeah, the Wayback Machine does actually work, so interesting. Okay. But that isn't even where it ends, right? So we're already on some dog shit situation. Former talents got doxxed. Actually, I'll read through Maker's response first before we get into the other shit. Legal problems sharing a document like that. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, they're still up. Yeah, they leaked that docs. And then we have, this is Maker's response. I've been abused because I'm half Japanese, both in Japan and abroad. I've tried many times to give up on life because my family environment was so bad. I hate myself for being afraid. I said my fears many times. Had to lie to the people in the world to protect what little I had left of my desire to live. It was extremely painful. I hate myself over and over again. So this was a real fucking like heart to heart situation. And this is basically her talking about sort of confiding, I guess, in the CEO, I guess, of Wactor, that she was sort of very sensitive about the fact that she was half Japanese, and so she was sort of she didn't want that coming to light, right? And it's kind of heartwarming. She says, she realizes that her fans love her for who she is, and that ultimately, there's no real need for her to be scared of shit like that. But it kind of highlights, it shines a light on the fact that he never told me you breached your contract or anything like that, because I didn't at all. However, received a notice to terminate the outsourcing contract. What he's saying and what he's doing are so different. You can tell he's really trying to push me over the edge. So this is someone who confided in the CEO that she had some real issues with her nationality and shit being leaked, and that it was a real big issue for her. And then when she gets terminated, the guy fucking doxes her and reveals her nationality and shit. So I don't know. This just doesn't even feel like. See, what I'm saying is that if you were actually going to pursue legal action, right, you do it quietly, right? You'd make an announcement of, hey, we're cutting ties with this VTuber, and we're maybe you say we're pursuing ties and we're pursuing legal action in regards to defamation because a lot of the things she said aren't true. If that's the route you wanted to go down, if you wanted to deny the claims and pursue legal action, sure. But doing it like this isn't even it's not even a good legal move. You know what I mean? It's not even like they're doing a shitty thing to get the advantage. It's just being a cunt. It's just being malicious for no goddamn reason, and it's just fucking sickening. It's almost like, I don't know. To me, the sort of the person in charge of Wactor, they kind of feel like they're on a bit of a power trip, right? They feel like they think they're like a god or some shit, right? And the fact that people even dare to speak up against them is like triggered them, and they were like, nah, not having that, and so they just went out of their way to be the most evil piece of shit imaginable. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Yeah, actual supervillain behavior. This is the kind of shit that if you saw it in a Disney cartoon or something, you'd be like, that's a bit overblown. Nobody in real life's like that. But nope. Sunday Lamsey said the word. Hey, I say that word when it's impactful. I think you need a word in reserve in your back pocket for not when someone's being an asshole, not when they're being a prick, not when they're being a fucking, moron. Sometimes someone is just being a cunt and you need to call them that. And you need a strong word in your back pocket to call them it to kind of get the point across. But yeah, Wactor in general is terrible, but there's not even it doesn't even end there. So the other thing is that Leah, let me find the tweet. I can show you this tweet because it doesn't actually have any doxed information. It's just don't call your teacher one. I mean, I've called my teacher one, but it was in good fun. Australian teachers are generally pretty chill. Oh god, it's in fucking, it's in Japanese. Oh god. But essentially, Leah's graduating. Who, if you're not familiar, Leah was a Wactor talent, former Wactor talent, who's graduating, but being able to continue as Leah. So she's being able to keep her model and her everything. Is there someone in the comments that can can translate for me, please? No, nope. It's just a lot of Spanish. Just a lot of Spanish. Whoops. Well, but anyway, she so she's graduating but getting to keep her model, and I'm just this. I don't know. Is there a live translation? Let me see. I did find a translation earlier when I initially read it, but that was like 2 days ago. Seems to be something like you're jumping ship. But yeah, so I think if I'm gonna try and remember off the top of my head, basically it was something like, we've kind of came to the consensus between us that this is best for both the agency and the independent. She'll be able to continue on as Leah, but no longer be affiliated with Wactor. Then something along the lines of her saying that, a lot of, it was kind of weird when I saw the translation. She said this thing where she was like, I get a lot of credit for my success for being an outgoing individual, but in reality, I think a lot of it comes down to the agency and the fellow, talents and whatnot. Isn't Leah the talent people were saying was having really... Yeah, so Leah was the one that got most of the shit from the agency, basically got most of the models. And this whole statement and this whole situation is kind of strange. Because she sort of basically parts on a good note with Wactor, thanking them for what they've done and saying, thank you, I could not have achieved it without you. The kind of statement that if it was formed like any other agency, you'd be like, okay, they're parting on good terms. But with Wactor, it's kind of weird, because Wactor's a piece of shit. So you're like, it's sort of weird to gas them up when you're graduating. It's also weird that every other talent that graduated basically had to leave and not stream as a V. Some of them weren't even able to stream as a VTuber for a year after they broke their contract or whatever, and she just basically gets to continue on with her original model and everything. So I don't know, it's weird. It's definitely some preferential bullshit going on, and it's weird to me that she graduates and then she doesn't I don't want to condemn someone. I don't want to condemn especially the talents, because I'm fine with shitting on a company. I don't want to shit on the talents because it's not their fault. But I guess maybe what she's doing is she's just avoiding the bullshit because she just wants to move on, become an indie, and not have to deal with Wactor's bullshit, which is fair. She's under no obligation to, stand up and sort of try and fucking fight against them when they could, take away her model and her fan base and everything. So I get it, but it is a bit strange that she gets to graduate with her. Yeah, they have a 1-year non-compete, I think, is the issue.
I have created over 1,000 plays.
Holomyth is in this odd position where she is very sussy, but we can't prove anything.
Yeah, that's basically...
So we ignore her.
We don't know what's going on behind the scenes, so we can't prove anything, but it is weird that she gets to keep her model and graduate peacefully and continue streaming immediately, where everyone else basically just got thrown the fucking book. She was in India for Wactor. That would make sense, I guess. Yeah, a 1-year non-compete is wild. This whole situation is fucked. But then, it doesn't even end there. You thought we were over. You thought we were ending. Nah, there's some more shit. So, what consequences are Wactor facing? So, they're trying to pursue legal action against the talents, their ex-talents, who obviously have lawyers themselves and are sort of... I don't know, some of the shit that Wactor does is definitely illegal in some countries. I just don't know if it's illegal in all countries, which means depending on where they are. I don't know, it's like... At some point we have to condemn the talent. No, we really don't. It's not the talent's fault. The talents are the victims here. They joined an agency that has a bullshit contract that locked them into, like, a year or more of streaming for an agency that didn't give them fucking anything. And then when they break it, they can't stream again. It's 100% not the talent's fault. You do not have to blame the talents. It's a dog shit take. But the other thing is that Wactor is apparently trying to rebrand. So, let's see, where is it? Because I can bring up the Wayback Machine, and I should be able to Google Translate it. It won't be the best, but it should work maybe at least a little bit. Yeah, so here we go. Let me see if I can fucking Google Translate this bitch. I'm sorry that it's so bright. There we go. Sorry about that. Is Kobo playing Hogwarts? God damn it. To be fair, the issue doesn't really seem to be outside of the English VTuber sphere anyway, so... Basically, this time we will inform you, well, this is just weird translation. Divided in following groups from March 23rd to 23 and will be active. So you have music, meta music, VV gamers, Estella, Novas, and Starship Research. These are weird names. I'm just going to come out and say that's a strange naming convention. Under the new system, we'll focus more than ever on the policies of each project. Thank you. But I mean, it's been theorized, and I am a strong proponent of this theory, that they're basically trying to essentially hide from all the shit they've done because if you look at some of the current talents, which is hard to find, you got like a 50-50 shot of hitting a graduated talent or not. But if you go to like, I wonder if the wiki is already like changed to show the rebrand. But if you go to like one of the talents, right? We go to like Hizuki Miyu, right? And we go to her Twitter. So like Wactor, I don't think Wactor is anywhere here, right? At least not in English. There's no Wactor anywhere. Like I don't know if it's there in I don't know if it's there in Japanese, but normally they put it in English. Wactor isn't there. It's meta music now. And so there's a lot of the general consensus is that they're trying to basically dodge a lot of the bad publicity for, you know, being dog shit like they are, by rebranding as this sort of, as a bunch of different things, right? Because if someone sees a talent and they go, that is the Senna Bonbon, the OG, the original, member of Flavor, confirmed. The general thought is that, oh, hello, is basically a way to dodge bad publicity. So you got like all these different, I don't know, agencies or sub agencies or whatever you want to call them. I don't know if it'll work, because someone who is like so unfamiliar with Wactor that they don't even know that they rebranded probably isn't just going to stumble into one of these talents and be like, oh, I assume they're fine, you know? I don't know. This whole situation is fucked. So yeah, remember that Wactor is these brands and don't like forget. I assume you won't, but the fact that their contract advisors are based in Paraguay screams fucking fucked and shady to me. I don't know. Weird situation, rebrand makes it weirder. I don't know. I'm kind of, someone has to like, they have to get hit with a legal book somewhere. They can't just do this. I say that, but then Japanese black companies have been around for fucking ages, and from like a Western perspective, they're fucked, right? The shit they do to workers is 100% bullshit, but they work over there for some reason. So I don't know. It's another case of these, like, you get this a lot in VTubing, where there's this weird sort of dynamic because the talents might be, you know, Western, they might be English speaking, or they might be, you know, whatever, but the agency might be set up in Japan, and so you run into this weird situation where, from like a Western legal perspective, something would be 100% like this shit would be 100% fucking annihilated over here, but in Japan it might not be. But I do know that all the talents are getting lawyers, and I imagine they should be able to... I can't imagine it'll be a very difficult legal case. It's just, the issue with lawsuits and whatnot is always that they cost a fuck ton, even if you're in the right. But yeah, I guess the only thing we can really do is blacklist them, which it sucks because at the end of the day, by blacklisting them, all you're doing is like hurting the talents, right? You're hurting the company because you're removing their source of revenue, but you're also removing the talent source of revenue, and the talents haven't done anything to deserve it. So I don't know. It's a difficult situation. They're sort of using them as like meat shields, where you can't really hit the company without hitting the VTuber. And the VTuber can't leave because they're in a contract. A weird sort of fucking hostage situation going on. Oh yeah, and there's apparently an EN branch of them, and they have auditions open. Do not apply. Or maybe apply, but spam them with dog shit applications. People stopped applying, could potentially dissipate on its own. Bro, spam them with just like the worst VTuber applications. Just apply being like, hey, I'm Voldemort. I'm a VTuber. I stream exclusively grass-growing ASMR streams with a terrible, terrible microphone. And just duplicate that and spam it a bunch of times. Just fucking outsource that shit. Make it one of those like internet advertiser surveys where someone has to fill it out to get into like a website. What if they choose us? Then you go into the interview section and you just fucking scream as loud as you can. Get into the interview section, wait for them to go, and what do you see yourself achieving at our company? And you just fucking yell as loud as you can. Just I'm talking like full high-pitched banshee scream in their ears. And if enough people do that in a row, they gotta quit. You imagine you do that like 10 interviews in a row, it's just 10 screams. What, I wonder what, maybe we can find the application form. Actually, we probably won't be able to apply because the fucking, the website's down. Record a picture of the audio till you're peeking and chipmunking? Yeah. Oh, I'll just record it on like an old Xbox, you know, like an old Xbox 360 microphone, like you'd hear in an MW2 lobby. Yo, Scott, thank you for the super chat.
You should apply as undercover reporting.
I should stream it and hope they don't notice. I'll stream the interview process. But like, you know, like the old Xbox mics where someone is playing like fucking 3 Days Grace in the background or some shit? Or there's some fucking... So there was always some family shouting. There's some people that live in families where they're always shouting at each other. Let me see, is there... I don't think you can actually apply anymore because I imagine the application is on their page, on their website, and the website is fucked, so... Going with a wire. Modern day police reporting. Going with a wire strapped to my chest. Get into the company. Sign it with like a fake name. You DM'd the form? Where the fuck did you find the form? How do you find shit before I do? Why am I bad at my job? Oh, you're on the archive. Okay, fair enough. Let's see what this form is like. See what they ask. Are you okay with getting completely fucked in the ass on a regular basis? Yeah? You'll be a great fit in at our company. Speaking Japanese is not a prerequisite. English speaking is required. Submission of audio data is recommended. Let me see. Let me turn on Dark Reader for you guys. I'm sorry, I know it's bright. There we go. Let me zoom in as well. About Wactor. Wactor is the worst fucking thing to ever come out of this community. We have appeared at a guest at several big events. Which ones? Do you have a source? Is the source just trust me, bro? Normally you would put which events. Shuri, I'm pretty sure you stand at the moment you try and get in because you'd offer them soup. Achievements. Those who can speak English over 18 years old, those who have experience with streams, those who can continue stream activities 5 times a week or more for 1 year or more. 5 times a week? Five times a week? Okay, send application form, examination of assignments, demo stream, final interview. That's a regular job. Yeah, but most, like, Hololive is like 3 times a week. For 5 times a week for 1 year or more is... It's not that much, but it's more than most agencies require. A Hololive, I think, requires 3. And that's Hololive. Which, like, if you get into Hololive, you don't need to work a normal job. Congratulations, you've got all you need. Oh, where's the... Oh, you DM me the form? Alright. Let's see this shit. Let's see this fucking Google Doc. Actually, hang on, let me do this real quick, just in case. Because it is a Google... Okay. I was going to say, it's a Google Doc. I can't remember if I'm signed into my personal Google or my not personal Google. And one of them has my name in it. Oh, shit. I'm so glad I'm signed in with my fucking... Because there's my email. Jesus fucking Christ, that was close. If I'd been signed in on my personal one, we'd have just doxed myself live on stream. It's fine. You guys can know my email. Sadly, that's my email. Please don't spam my email. Or at least do it with fucking... You can't really see the text? Okay, good. Fine. Let me see if I can sign into my other account. Sending his info to Wactor. Yeah, let's just apply live right now. Let me do this real quick. Never mind, it's fine. Oh god, there's so much here though. I'd have to gender, address, languages spoken, mail address, URL of your accounts. Do you have any experience with live streaming? URL/audio data URL to check your voice. Gotta have a good voice, right? You gotta have a good voice. I'm just gonna read it out. I can't submit it anyway because the site's fucking dead. Maybe if the site comes back, I will do a stream where I just send in like 50 applications that are all dog shit. We'll come up. We'll make it like an event. We'll do like we'll all come together and we'll try our best to make the most dog shit applications and send it in. Use the voice changer. Nah, I'll make the voice application a rickroll. Do I speak? At least 5 days a week. Do I have a management contract with another country? No. If you have any other social networking, video distribution, audio distribution sites, accounts, or URLs could be used in portfolio, please link them. Finally, can we agree that there is no withheld delivery history or false information in the input? We will have a formal written agreement with you that includes what to do in the event of a breach. Homie, I don't think a Google form is a legally binding document. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't think if you showed up to court and you were like, Your Honor, he clicked no on the Google Doc and he was lying, you would get the fucking gavel thrown at your head. Your Honor, he said he was over 18. He clicked the box. Lock him away. I do like the fact that there's also like, you can still submit the application by ticking the I don't agree there is no hidden history. You can literally submit the application and be like, nah, I'm fucking lying. It doesn't even require that you have that ticked to submit it. You can submit it and be like, I ain't told you a piece of shit of truth, my guy. This is all fucking lies. And they're just like, we'll take it. Maybe once if the application opens up again, we'll see if we can send in some bullshit applications. Anyway. Did we not have fun dunking on Wactor? What other dark shit? Oh yeah, there was the whole fake death thing that happened. I don't know if I want to talk about that. It's more Hogwarts bullshit. We've already covered the Hogwarts bullshit. I don't want to go back into it. That is the open one, not way back. Oh, is it? Oh. Maybe another day. We are doing a new stream instead, so I should probably move on. But one day, maybe. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. There was a thing that happened that... Fuck, who cares? It was more Hogwarts bullshit. It's all you really need to know. With lies and harassment and whatever. We could talk about Zaion. There's not really much to cover. I haven't been timestamping anything. I've got the hiccups. I've got the hiccups. Yeah, I've got the hiccups. Oh no. Oh no. Can we dunk on the Crunchyroll awards? Maybe at the end. At the end we can maybe look at the Crunchyroll awards, because the Crunchyroll awards were absolute fucking dog shit. Holy shit. I know they've been dog shit for a while, but like, I don't know, man. It's like they literally pick the people who do not watch any anime at all. But yeah, anyway. So if you don't know, if you're not familiar with the Zaion situation, Zaion is a nijisanji member, and I didn't put her in the thumbnail because I don't want to die. Thank you very much. But so if you don't know, Zaion basically got she didn't graduate, she got indefinitely suspended like a month ago for a bunch of things. There's a stream, it's timestamped, you can go back and watch the specific section, but so be a month and 3 days, yeah. So she got, it was for some insensitive jokes, some VODs being unlisted, some just a bunch of shit like that. And then the other day her Streamlabs essentially went down. So if you don't know, Streamlabs is the kind of the, I don't know why they use Streamlabs. Stream Elements is way better. Hashtag Stream Elements gang. But her Streamlabs is no longer active. So that to a lot of people was sort of indication. And let me see. So this is her channel. So she had a lot of you know, unlisted streams which Niji didn't like. And then let me just so let's see if we can find where's her Streamlabs. Where is it? Where's it? It's got to be here somewhere, right? No? I'd have thought it'd be like the first link. Hey, also, how you going? You can't, yeah, so you can't donate to her anymore. Now, whether they did that because people were donating to her when she wasn't streaming and they wanted to like, they wanted to get rid of it and stop having people donated to someone who is on an indefinite hiatus, or whether it's an indication that she's actually graduating, I'm unsure. Her debut stream had a link, yeah, but essentially what happens when you click on it, it basically says this page does not exist, right? It could, yeah, it's, again, just to try and head off it, like, people speculate about something and then people hear it and they're like, oh yeah, it's 100%, she's graduating, and she might be. I'm not going to dispute that, but it is possible that Niji just doesn't want people donating to someone whilst they're suspended, and people were because to show support or whatever. Oh yeah, so it is here. So if we go here to her Streamlabs, let me just make sure I'm not opening anything wild. Yeah, no, it's dead. It's dead. So there's nothing here. It's like you can't tip, you can't do anything. So it is weird. I don't know why we're not getting any information. I don't know if it was because of like the whole colors event drama for it being cancelled and they just didn't want to have 2 back-to-back yabs that would make them look horrendous, or if it's like they're actually like, because what can you be investigating? Like what takes a month? You know what I mean, right? Like if you're trying to tell her, you know, like how to act, if you're trying to make her be better, or if you're investigating her streams or something like that, it doesn't take a week. Niji's a weird company, but to be fair, you can't really blame Niji in this case. Niji did warn her, and then she just didn't like listen to the warnings, and so you kind of reap what you sow and whatnot. Again, I went over this in my...
I got a new mouse and keyboard to dunk you with.
Hey, congrats, man. Thank you for the super chat. I went over this in the original stream, but you know. If they want to make sure she's reformed, it takes time. Yeah, but like, how do you prove you're reformed without streaming? You know. Niji Yen just made a Twitter list of AV VTubers yesterday and added her to it, so I think people are just overthinking the stream thing. I think she's just taking a break. Okay, yeah. So I did raise that point. I think it is possible that Niji just didn't want people donating to a suspended VTuber, and maybe they were, because I can 100% imagine people donating to her Streamlabs to try and support her and be like, we stand with Zaion or whatever. But it is, I don't know. Yeah, apparently her past life has also been liking shit, but again, I don't know that I'm comfortable, you know, leaking past life shit on stream. It's a big no-no in the VTuber community. Let me look it up really quick. Yeah, I mean, Niji definitely should maybe check their talents a bit more, but I don't know. Again, I don't really blame Niji for this one. It's, you know, they did ask her and she didn't listen, but I'm not gonna bring up past lives on here. I know the past life is easy to find. I'm not gonna leak it myself. But yeah, this shit was terrible. Everything is terrible. However, it also kind of neatly leads into another part of today's news, which is Shu's so if you don't know Shu Yamino, let me timestamp this really quick. So yeah, that's all that is. Again, it's a very minor thing. It's just her Streamlabs went down. Everyone is like, oh my god, she's dying. She might be, she might not be. We don't know. So Shu, no, not hiatus. Shu has been on he was on a break for about a month. I think he came back like 3 days ago. Let me see. Not like your past life can't be. Does Niji? I don't think Niji allows you to have your past life active whilst your current life, right? I mean, bigger corporates try to dip their toe into the sort of niche of edge. It seems to not work out. That is true. The problem is that when you're a corporate VTuber, you're inevitably tied to an actual company with a face and potential actual ramifications. So you can't really do the whole edgy viewer thing that indies can do. Unless, of course, your face connect and then you don't give a shit. But we're talking like the big, like Hololive and Niji. I mean, yeah, if you want to talk strictness or like how corporate they are. So yeah, he streamed 3 days ago. Yeah, well, vshojo is vshojo. You need to like thing about vshojo is that yes, it is an agency, but it's a bit different from the standard VTuber agency, and it's a lot less connected. Like every one of vshojo's talents was a streamer. Well, Hina technically, I think, debuted with vshojo, but for the most part, their talents were all streamers before they debuted, right? and then they kind of all just sort of joined vshojo as like a group. Oh, and Nazuna, yeah, Naz did as well. So it's less of like, it's much less of like a corporation or an org as like Hololive and Niji, and it's more just like, they're not, vshojo, for example, could never make someone take a break. Like, vshojo couldn't be like, yeah, sorry, because of the thing she said, Ironmouse is now going on her 2-week break. It wouldn't work. It's not how it works. It's more, it's just a group of VTubers coming together to do shit that they couldn't do independently, but they still have more control over their stuff than they're not employees, basically, I think is the general vibe. If you're in like a nijisanji or a vshojo or a hololive, you're an employee of the company. vshojo, I wouldn't say they're employees, they're just members. But yeah, so this is Shu's community post, right? Now, the whole thing, you can go read it if you want. It's just in his community tab. But he goes over, he was on a break, and he goes into the fact that the Nijisanji Ian's Colors was announced to be cancelled. He felt very powerless, lifeless, disappointed, betrayed, and a lot of other emotions. Now, the betrayed is interesting, is an interesting emotion to feel. Continuously upset by the cancellation, even after the announcement has been gnawing at my mental health. Yeah, they're more like a streamer group. Silvermouse said that they have bosses. Yeah, but I don't think they... I think if their bosses ever tried to make them, like, take a break, I think they'd tell them to go fuck themselves, you know? I can't imagine there's anyone that has more power over Ironmouse's or Silverville streams than themselves, right? Whereas with Niji and Holo, there definitely is. Bert didn't debut with vshojo. Apricot streamed before, right? I swear to God, Apricot was a streamer before she joined vshojo. She wasn't? I swear she was. She was a faceless streamer. Fruit the Lich wasn't a thing before vshojo. Ah, okay, fair enough. Okay.
Steel is my body, and fire is my blood.
He may debuted on her grandma's Yit channel lol.
Yeah, they weren't very subtle with that, were they? Although he may, I think, didn't he come back to streaming recently? Anyway, so to the Shu thing. So he talks about his mental state wasn't great, and then he went to Japan with the other Ian livers, and says he feels a lot better, and he's coming back to streams, right? Hey Cyril, how you going? But so the interesting thing people took from this was obviously I can imagine why he felt that way, because essentially, if you don't know, the Luxian boys had already done like all the recording and shit for the 3D event, right? They'd been worked to the fucking bone, right? They got overworked to shit to get it done, and then it gets cancelled for some, you know, generally bullshit excuse. So yeah, he made this post, and it kind of, I mean, it's overall a good post. He's feeling better. His mentality is doing better, but it does also kind of shed a light on like how dog shit of a thing it was that Niji did to cancel that randomly. We don't know why they did it. They don't know what the underlying I don't know what the underlying cause was or anything, obviously, but it was just overall kind of it seemed to rub especially Luxium the wrong way. Which makes sense maybe if the stories of them sort of being worked to the bone, because there was a leak from, I think it was like a Rosemi stream of Vox. No, it wasn't Vox. It was Vox, talking about you know, they'd been fucking worked to death to get it done. Like, their voices were dying. They announced in 10 days later cancelled. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the whole again, I've talked about this before, but the whole situation just rubbed me the wrong way. To announce something and then 10 days later cancel it, not say anything about postponing it, but your talent say it's postponed, not really tell people the real reason why and make up a bullshit excuse that even your own talents kind of call you out on. It just, the whole situation was kind of dog shit. I don't know, man. Niji as a whole has kind of been weird recently. They've had so much shit recently where they've just fucked up. It's sort of just disappointing. Hmm. But yeah, I don't know. Niji management's been going through some shit recently. What else was there? Let's see. Did that. Let's just go from top. We've covered all the. I think that's the only like drama negative shit. So now we can just go through some of the fun stuff before we end stream. I think that's going to be how I do my streams from now on, because in every new stream there tends to be like one or two like drama, like, oh god, someone got cancelled, and I think talking about them first and then like winding down with just some chill, happy, fun stuff. I did watch Gura's 3D, and I watched the Myth 3D collab as well, which was really cool. We can talk about that now. Niji weirdly fluctuate and Pod Company to what the fuck? I don't know, man. It's Niji as a whole. It's like it's kind of hard. The best way to describe it, they want to be a less strict, like a less like say so, you know, corporate hololive, but in doing so, they end up just punishing their talents for being less idol-like. It's a bit strange. I don't know. Being a corporate VTuber just sounds like the worst. I do like ending in high note. I also like it because it gives me more time to just chill out and like talk about fun stuff, and I don't feel like I constantly have to be like, you know, on a schedule or whatever. It's kind of like the same reason why I like my Twitch streams a lot. Is because when I go on Twitch, it doesn't really fucking matter what I do. Nobody expects anything from my Twitch. Like, I'm just chilling playing Hollow Knight or some shit, so it doesn't really matter what I do, so I can just kind of vibe and talk about what I want. Whereas with these, I do feel like I'm on a little bit, like, I do have to cover shit, and I do have to get shit out the way. I can't spend like 5 hours dunking on Wactor, as much as that might bring me immense joy. We might do that in the future. Just a 5-hour stream of me just shitting on Wactor constantly. It'd be great. Oh yeah, Zen had that new application for 3D streaming that didn't require like an Oculus or anything. I don't know enough about 3D streaming to like really appreciate it, I guess, but it looked good. Endurance Wactor hating stream, yeah. Just you know how people do those streams where they say one word like 1,000 times or something. It would just be me going fuck Wactor like 1,000 times. How many times can I say fuck Wactor in one stream? I'm gonna aim for 1,000. Could be fun. So, if you didn't know, I assume you did, it was pretty cool, but Holomyth, which is the Hololive EN's first generation, I assume we must be getting a Hololive EN third generation soon, right? We must be getting them, but they've been, over the last like 3 weeks, they've all been getting their own, like their own 3D models, and so I think this week was Gura and Ami got their own models, and then we had this thing. So this was the, I don't know if this is gonna get me copyright struck, but the it was kind of cute. I'm gonna just mute it. Just pretend they're vibing to woefully like just does not fit the vibe, but whatever. Gura Thursday and Ami Friday. Yeah, I thought so. Hey Ash, how you going? So yeah, they were grooving. I gotta wonder, like, they are pretty in sync. I wonder how long they practiced to get that right. Without music, this is kind of uncanny. I'm not gonna lie to you. like watching this shit silent is kind of like, it feels like some like robot uprising shit. But yeah, it was good. The models are really good as well. Obviously, I mean, it's Hololive, they wouldn't make bad models. And then, yeah, they obviously did a 3D thing of like running around, having fun. I think they had to do math at some point, and Gura wasn't particularly a fan. It was all around good vibes. However, I'm not gonna lie, I actually liked Bae. So Bae also had an unarchived karaoke stream for her not birthday. You know, if you don't know that, sorry, Bae's birthday is on the 29th of February, right? Which means every year that's not a leap year, she doesn't really get her birthday. So she celebrates it with a not birthday. Yeah, so let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Someone's probably saved it. Someone's archived it. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. So yeah, if you don't know, she had this unarchived karaoke stream for her not birthday. And I think if I'm right, these like dance moves are like pre-made animations, I think. But she was absolutely vibing. It was great. Like, I think the arms are like her arms, but I think the like animations themselves might be, I don't know. Can't tell. Because the guy that made the model said that he made the animations as well. No, it's tracking, is it? I just say that because the guy on Twitter that made the model said he helped with the animations, but I'm not sure what that was for. I don't know. Yeah, it looks really good. I guess yeah, it would be weird to have that because it wouldn't be as smooth. But it is ridiculously adorable. It's just, I don't know, there's something about it. It's like she's moving, she's grooving. And there was a lot of good fucking memes that came out of this as well. Let me see if I can find my favorite. I think my favorite was from fucking OK Buddy Hololive, which pains me to admit, because that place is like Diet 4chan, but it was funny. In case of body tracking, there are different setups for different budgets, with the one used Holomyth 3D Club probably costing 25 grand a piece. Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing with 3D debuts and shit, right? Like you need access to one of those rooms with the 3D tracking for it to be good. So all the Niji people had to go to Japan to do the colors stuff. But okay, so here's the meme itself is fine, but I do like the format. I like the format of just Bae dancing while giving an opinion. I hope to see this take off in the future. Invest your Bitcoin now, lads. Future meme material. It doesn't loop. This is so sad. I can make it loop. I'm a genius. Look at her moving. Look at her grooving. But yeah, Bae posting is the future. Anyway, I just like this stream. I liked her model. I liked the way she was vibing. It was great. What else was there? What other cool shit happened this week? We covered that. Ironmouse got another fucking costume. How many costumes does Ironmouse get like a month? I swear to God. Every other news stream, I'm like, an Ironmouse got a new model or got a... No, the user model was last week. We talked about it last week. I remember, because we had to censor her in the short to try and get it monetized. Also, just so I can bitch again, my short today got demonetized immediately as well. I don't know if YouTube has just started, like, distrusting me. Or what? But my short today got immediately demonetized, which is sad. I didn't do anything to deserve this, YouTube. I'm a wholesome boy. They know I'm not suitable for children. Yeah, but it's advertiser friendly. What advertiser wouldn't want their brand next to a VTuber video? Yeah, I need to get sponsored for my shorts. I mean, I get the only sponsorships I offer is I get a lot of debut offers for like sponsorships, which is interesting. I get a lot of like future VTuber agencies hitting me up being like, hey, would you like to give us a shout out? And I'm like, bro, I don't give shout outs to people before I know where they debut. It's just like a personal rule of mine. This short is sponsored by Raid Shadow. I got hit with one of those on my stream elements, right? I got a thing where it's like, there's an offer for you for Raid Shadow Legends, and it's like, stream for 2 hours playing Raid, have Raid in your chat for 4 hours, and we'll give you $400. And I'm like, bro, you could not pay me $1 million to play that shithole of a game. I just killed my entire Raid fucking... I'm never getting sponsored now, guys. It's so sad. I fucking hate those guys. I'm just gonna rent. I don't mind people getting the bag. I'm never gonna judge people for like getting the bag whoever they want. If you wanna like do a Raid sponsorship to get money, I'm no judgment here. You do you, right? But for me, oh no, it is a good rate. It's not just that. It's like they don't give you it for doing it. You have to like get a certain number of your chat to like sign up and get to like level 10 or something to get the payout. And I was just like, fuck that. If I don't want to play the game, no one in my chat's gonna want to play the game. But the thing about the thing about the fucking Raid sponsorships is that everyone that does them is like, my favorite champion is Graynor, son of Goltham. He's a warlock, level 20, and I love him because he looks cool. And it's like, I know you've never played this fucking game before. I know. You don't have to bullshit. I know they've put this on a script that you have to read, but like, homie, no. I've yet to meet a living person that plays that game. I know people must. They keep getting money. People must play it. There must be people out there that play it and give them money. I've never met one though. And I know for a fact that person who's got the Raid sponsorship hasn't played it before. So it's not bad, but holy shit, it sinks so much money if you're not careful. Yeah, to be fair, they did offer, in part of the offer, they're like, you can spend $30, we'll reimburse you, and you'll get a $30 bonus. So if I wanted to, I could get it and stream it to like no one. I won't even advertise it and just get like $60 free Raid money if I had any interest in playing the game. But yeah, I don't know, it's just weird. Those ads are always so weird to me because they're just so fake. You're like, God, I know. It's not the person's fault. I don't mind people getting a bag however they want. Fucking content creation is a pain in the ass as it is with demonetization. If you want to do a Raid, sponsors to get money, go off, King. But it's so fake. Anyway, what else was there? Oh yeah, we spoke about the Ironmouse race princess thing, didn't we? Let me see. I'll bring up our Twitch. Oh god, I keep punching my mic for some reason. Yeah, well, I mean, isn't Raid basically just a gacha in disguise?
Yeah, dude, your grandma's.
That's 8th. Ironmouse also interviewed Ladybeard, which is cool. But hey, we can talk about the anime words as well. So yeah, this is cool. She had like all these different facial expressions. I am worried that showing her... Oh god, not her feet. Put your feet away, mouse. My chat's bad enough as it is. But yeah, so it's like... I think Melody has one of these as well. But it's like a racing queen kind of thing. Which is pretty cool. For free, yeah. Well, I didn't know it was going to happen. I wouldn't have given you it for free if I knew that was going to pop up. Put your... Calm down, chat. Don't make me bonk you. So the only other things was the OffKai. So if you don't know about OffKai, OffKai is like a VTuber. They're like a VTuber convention, and so they announced that Phase Origins is going to be there. I don't know in what capacity. Obviously, I have no idea how or why, but they're going to be there in some degree. And Idol is apparently also going to be. I don't know what the presenting sponsor means. I don't know if that means they're going to be presenting the overall event or what. But yeah, well, Numi's going to be there as well, and a bunch of. I think Obsidia is going to be there from nijisanji, and just a bunch of people. A bunch of people that you're probably familiar with. Lily's going to be there. Cinder, Rosamy. Oh yeah, that's Obsidia. I think I spoke about that a few weeks ago when it was announced. But yeah, it's big. There's a lot of VTubers that attend. I think it's. Where is it actually? Etheria was there last year. Yeah, Niji tends to. At least a few Niji members tend to go. Where is it? California. Yeah. I ain't going there, man. I ain't stepping foot in America. No, thank you. Bay Area. Well, it's California. At least it's not Ohio. Didn't another train derail in Ohio today? What the fuck is going on? Oh, it's not about getting shot. I know. It's more that I have a medical condition, and if that shit acts up in America, I will end up paying for it with one of my fucking limbs. So no, thank you. I ain't taking that risk. I wouldn't mind living in America. I don't think if it wasn't for that. But now that I have a medical condition, there ain't no way I'm going near that place. Scottish limbs are worth a pretty penny. I have heard that. The other thing was the Prism project had their 2nd anniversary, which is cool. I know about the Prism project, but I haven't like personally kept up or followed them myself. It's just I know that like anytime I have to say that, I'm like, I don't hate them. I don't think they're bad. There's too many VTubers, you know? I can't keep up with all of them. It's physically fucking impossible. I already have to keep up with all the big corpos and like most of the big indies. It's just too hard. There's too many. I can't keep up with all of them. Like if something happens, if there's news, I tend to hear about it, but I can't like physically watch every VTuber. I do have limits. I am human. But they look cute, and that's all I need. It doesn't matter what you do. If you look cute, I will give you a pass. Was that everything? I guess we can dunk on the fucking Crunchyroll Anime Awards now if you want. You guys down for that? Not Cooksey. Well, even Cooksey doesn't watch everyone. Like, Cooksey only watches indies, really. Like, I don't think he really clips Niji. And he only watches... He tends to only, like, clip the booba girls, you know? Why is it not letting me click? Is the Anime Awards site down? I can't get into the Anime Awards. You're posting in a Discord server? Yeah, there's a channel in a Discord server for oh no, here it is. There's a channel in the Discord server for tier list ideas. Okay, so is there a way we can see like the nominations as well as like, okay. So here we go. Oh my god, there's a lot. So there's a few in here. Yeah, it was in Japan, and I watched it, and they did like an audio dubbing over the like Japanese presenters, and it was the worst fucking audio dubbing I think I've ever heard in my goddamn life. Like, hang on, let me see if I can find it.
influence they have on the fans around the world, and how much they've done to brighten people's lives.
Like,
Like so
it's not the
many of
person behind its fault. It's just
You,
the audio
anime is
quality.
an important part of my life, and being a big fan myself, I'm honored to be a part of
It
this
sounds like an AI generated voice. Like,
thriving community. The
and
people presenting
this was
the
like
awards
this was
tonight
like the
are
bulk of
stars
the
from
fucking
all over the world.
like occasionally like you have obviously the flashbacks to like
The
like these.
best drama category has a huge.
Yeah, live translating is hard. That's why I said it's not the women's fault. It's just the audio is just scuffed.
Competitor candidates are so strong and very good work as well. So,
I don't know.
so I'd like to say thank you to all the judges and the people on the jury. And when it comes to the original anime,
I don't know, man. It was just, yeah, I don't know. You know, I can't imagine how hard fucking live dubbing must be, which is why I don't want to dunk on the person, but dear God. A lot of people said it was easier if you just played the Japanese version and then had subtitles on and then you figured it out. But, yeah, I mean, the mic quality doesn't help. But yeah, so Anime of the Year was, so from what I know, they didn't include like the last season. I think it was fall of the year, so a lot of the really good shit that came out in the last season isn't here. But there was a few, most of them, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't keep up with anime a lot in recent years. I've kind of fallen off a little bit, but there was a few in here that boggled my mind. What was it? No, that's not it. Well, one thing you'll notice that is there's a lot of Demon Slayer, there's a lot of Spy Family, and Attack on Titan. Just is a lot. Just a lot. Like, dear God. But yeah, oh yeah. So this one fucked me over. Spy Family won Best Supporting Character with Anya, who is a main fucking character. In fact, she's the main fucking character. Hayasaka should have won. Hayasaka's best girl. Fuck you. Or Tengen from Demon Slayer was goated as well. And not only did they have Anya in there, they had fucking Yor in there. So what? Lloyd is the only main protagonist of the show, bruh. So not only do you include this show twice, but you include it twice with two characters that aren't even the main character. No, I don't think, was this audience voted or was, no, this was judge voted, right? I'm pretty sure. Voting Eren the best main character for anything is, but I mean, Marin was good as well. Lloyd is good. I can't judge that too much. What was the other one? There was another one that was dog shit. Oh, it was Demon Slayer being in fantasy. Fucking hell. Yeah, that was it. And then Cyberpunk won Anime of the Year, but then it didn't win, like, I think it, what is it, Best New Series? Yeah. How does that work? It's not fantasy, because it's not like, when you say fantasy, typically what you mean is like, you know, well, it's a fantasy. It's a make-believe world with magic and, you know, it's meant to be fantastical, essentially. Demon Slayer said in Taisho era Japan, it has like, it is technically fiction, and it's obviously the, you know, you have the water breathing and the fucking demons and whatnot, but it isn't what most people would typically consider, you know, fantasy, right? In the same way, right, if I showed you a zombie movie, technically that's, you know, a fictional setting with monsters that rise from the dead or whatever. It's, but you would never say, oh yeah, that's a fantasy, right? Like, in the same reason that you probably wouldn't consider, like, Hellsing a fantasy, right? But especially, and typically when you say, for example, if you were to ask me what the best fantasy is, I would say that you should include what the best fantasy is for being a fantasy. if that makes sense, right? So, for example, if you imagine like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Let's say an anime like Attack on Titan, right? Attack on Titan technically has romance in it, right? It has romance in it. There are romance elements in it. You could technically classify parts of it as a romance anime. You wouldn't give it best romance because it doesn't fit, right? The same way as like Jujutsu has some really kind of scary, horrifying moments in it, like body horror wise. You wouldn't give it best horror because that's not why it's good. Typically, if something wins a category, you give it that category because it's good in that category. You know what I mean? Yeah, like you wouldn't call Attack on Titan a fantasy, even though it technically is, right? It's a fictional setting with monsters and shit, but it doesn't feel like a fantasy. But my point is, if you're going to give something an award in a category, it should be because it excels as that category, not because it technically fits in and is also good. That being said, Mushoku Tensei, or Jobless Reincarnation, came out it was a season this year. And that is probably one of the best fantasy shows, best fantasy anime to come out. You can hate the main character and hate the plot, but the world building and the story and the way that fucking show looks is peak fantasy in anime. It is amazing. It is incredible. It got fucking robbed. Made in Abyss was also there as well. It got robbed. Like, be like giving best romance a series that may have some romantic elements but the main focus is not romance. Exactly. Some shows might technically fit. You could argue for days and nights about whether Demon Slayer technically counts as a fantasy. I probably wouldn't call it a fantasy. If you asked me to describe what it is, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, that's a fantasy. Mainly because like when you say fantasy, you're typically expecting like Lord of the Rings kind of shit. But if you're gonna rank something as best fantasy, Jobless Reincarnation made in Abyss. Even fucking Overlord is a better fantasy than it. Demon Slayer doesn't. I don't know. That's the problem with most of these, right? Is that most of these like categories, right? They basically say, can we fit this show into that category, and then they just vote on it. Was this? Can someone answer? Was this audience or was this judge? I think this was judge, right? I think this was judge based, but like I feel like what happens is, right, these guys have like a ranking of shows and they're like, these are the top shows, and in any category they show up in, they put them at the top regardless of whether it actually belongs there. How the fuck did Hunter x Hunter win anything? Hunter x Hunter hasn't been live in a year. Like, over a year, like 10 years. How it works? Yeah, good call. So it's an audience vote. Wow. I thought they changed that in previous years. I thought they changed it in years. Is it because did the Arabic version of Hunter x Hunter just come out? Is that why? I thought they changed it to a judge vote. Well, yeah, no fucking wonder all those shows won in an audience vote. It's just going to be the most popular show in each fucking category. The nominees are judge based. I guess so. But then, yeah, they're still to blame for fucking Anya winning Best Supporting Character then. But yeah, I guess that makes it more... I thought they changed it because there was the Yuri on Ice Awards we had previously, which if you're not familiar, there was a year, I think it was 2017, where basically Yuri on Ice came out and won every single fucking award because it like the Yuri on Ice fans basically set it up so that they'd all vote multiple times for it. God. Well, yeah. The Crunchyroll Anime Awards are always going to be just a popularity vote as long as it is literally a popularity vote. Oh yeah, the My Hero Academia Awards, those are true as well. Gawr streams himself voting. I did see that back then. I saw also like T-Chan and the not Trash Taste, Rank Cafe podcast also talked about it. But yeah, I don't know. And then, yeah, they made the must protect at all costs character. They've never had that before. They made that just so they could make Anya win another fucking award. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like they're like, we need to push our top shows so that people come to our platform and watch them. And so they make as many categories as possible that fit their shows, and then they just, I don't know. Whatever. I think we're done with... We've been done with news for a while. We've been ranting about anime for like 20 minutes. Is there anything else? No, I think we're solid. We can see if we can find someone to raid. Let's see. Helia's live. Lope's live. Ren's live. God, a lot of people are live now. What is going on? What the fuck is happening? Normally when I need to raid someone, nobody's live and I'm stuck looking for like 30 minutes. Now there's too many people live. I need to pick one. Let me just... really quick. Okay. Do we want to... okay, hang on, let me see. Do we want to read Kilia? Is she... let me just make sure she's not like wrapping up and I'm gonna get...
I don't know what it is, but like... when people just compliment the model, it makes me feel like I'm not working hard enough.
She's just chatting. You wanna go vibe with Kilia? With the definitely an orca. Don't believe what she says about not being an orca, chat. She's definitely an orca. Alright. Let's go raid her. Have fun. You know. Be happy. I don't know. Do what you want, chat. I'm not your fucking dad. Probably.
If I'm starting her stream in 3 minutes, okay.
Okay, I think Kilia's gonna raid into Rifu when she starts. So I'm gonna raid into Kilia, and then you guys can hop from Kilia's stream to Rifu's stream when she goes live. How about that? How does that sound?
Also, a lot of people for some reason think that I use VC Face. Oh, wait, not VC Face.
I'll catch you guys later. Go enjoy the AN girls.
Just move along.
Just leave me alone, man. That's all I want. I just want you to leave me alone. That's all I'm asking for. I'll catch you guys later. Tuesday, tier list stream. Be there, maybe. I don't really care. Do what you want, man. Bye.